Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Midday money. There you go. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Winner free picks. Maybe you're on picks parlays. Sean Higgs channel, wherever you're watching. Thank you for that, podcast listeners on Spotify and Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Google, wherever you're listening. I appreciate the after the fact listeners. Thank you for that. And if you haven't found a podcast, listen, go download the podcast and just play it in your sleep. Why wouldn't you? I got a nice $2.19 deposit in my account from all the listeners on my podcast. Thank you for that. Oh, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Let me post up on the X. I can, X. What the hell's that? Whatever. It's ridiculous. Give me the Twitter all the time. All right, post it on Twitter. I'm going to throw this stuff here in the chat as always. You can support the show. I'm going to put that in there. Number one way to do that, hit the like button. Why wouldn't you hit the like button? Hit the dislike button. Leave a comment. It's a live show. And on a day like this where there's not a lot of action, we'll probably be about 25 minutes. That's fine. I don't mind. Picks are going to be rolled out right now in the comments section for today's picks. And I guess I'll throw a little Teaser Tuesday in there as well, just in case anybody missed Teaser Tuesday. I'll put the Teaser Tuesday picks in there. Again, that's why you can listen after. I mean, you can watch after. It's on YouTube, so we're out here in the world for all to see. All right. Picks are in the chat. Let's go, D-backs. Hopefully all of our Philly fans are going to come in here and take it like they should. They're up 2-0. They're right in World Series. We're in the World Series. Look how great we are. Right. Philly. You know I'm happy they lost against Philly. Yesterday, David, hockey lock, Tampa Bay over 6.5. Book it. 2 high-scoring teams in the league, 3-0. There you go. There you go. Big head-to-head tonight. Bill McDonald and Michael B going at it. Bill's loving the Celtics. Celtics by 15. Mike B says Knicks outright. The line, it is low. It's up to 3 now. So little people jumping in on the Celtics, as they should, because they're the Celtics. They made big deals. Boston's in the house. All right, enough about that. Let's get to the regular scheduling programming here. Let's go to the recap of yesterday's action. NBA loser with the Warriors. It was 3. Hindsight being 2020 with the questionable guys are playing. Again, NBA for me, and I do have a couple today. I'd still go with the Warriors. I have last night, loser there. 0-1 now for the season there. Hockey, nothing in hockey last night. Baseball, Philly under winner. We will take that. And college, I do go 2-0 on the site with college football. I didn't have anything here in the chat. I said to go get it. You could have for $30 for a day, $31 for a week of plays. It would have been 2-0 already. What is that? 59-44 with college football? Not too shabby college football. All right, let's get to today's action. And we got a couple things listed. And if you're in the chat, you already see them up on the screen. They're scrolling. Twitter, it's already posted. NBA, again, we dropped yesterday's game. We are 0-1 minus the 110 today. Detroit Pistons plus the 9. I would like the 9.5 or 10, but we'll take 9 here with the Pistons. Pelicans minus 110 on the money line. College football, I was back and forth. I almost used one of these games today on the site. Sam Houston 3.5. I was thinking Florida International, honestly, last night at 8. I'm like, man, this is a big number here to be laying like them. And not that it's Jacksonville State. They're the better team. Do I think they should be laying 8, now 9 points? 8.5, 9? Stay away from that. I guess the public's coming in to pound now. Whatever. I don't know. I lean dog there, but for the show, Sam Houston, 28-20 plus 580 in the video with college football. And again, on the season after last night's winners, we are 59-44. So that's a nice, pretty good record if I do say so. NFL 17-9 plus 700 here tomorrow, Thursday night. I just loaded this up on the channels as a free pick video. Give me the Bills minus 8.5. So I gotta like it. If I'm gonna lay an 8.5, I gotta feel kind of confident about it, right? So we'll take the Bills here on a Thursday night. Baseball, nothing. Hockey, nothing. Let's go into the comments. We go. Haha. Ray Reddington's in the house. Higgy, 3-4 night. Jack Hughes literally had everything but the goal last night. 4 assists, 4 points, no goal. Rough one. You're back on him today to score a goal. Plus 110. Small play, but I really hope he doesn't score so I can go big on him Friday versus Sabres. Dude can't go 2 games without scoring. Jack Hughes is the man. Jack Hughes. J-Rock's in the house. New Mexico State and Liberty 2-0. Yes, it was. J-Rock. Yes, it was. T-Money's in the house. Not a lot of action, but a billion NBA games. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get back to you this morning, T-Money. I was busy. I was with Ross and Jesse, and then I'd make some videos. So I apologize for not getting back to you there. I know you who you like here in the association. I should roll a Marcos minute and run through all the games here. I do lean a little Charlotte. I sort of like the over in the Pacers game. I lean towards the Knicks. I lean towards the Magic. Over the Nets. Detroit. I want to take Minnesota here. I think the Thunder are a trendy team. I would lean to the Bulls. New Orleans. I like the Jazz. I like the Spurs. I like the under in the Clippers game. We'll see how we do. Shout out. Hit all my player props yesterday. Called Klay Thompson. Doesn't look the same. Yeah. Excellent on your props yesterday. And Klay, for sure, I thought, not that he, and again, we talked about him before, like last year. I'm like, guys come back. They're never the same. He doesn't look the same. I thought he'd have a good outing in him at home. A team Golden State, a team that's, I don't want to say left for dead before the season starts, but let's be honest, they're not the guys out here in the West anymore. It's not all about the Steph and Clay show. Right? And you have the Lakers, you got the Suns, you got the defending champ Nuggets, you got a lot of other kind of stuff going on besides Golden State. But teammate says Wizards money line was 220. I got a 2.5. A stupid boost for plus 550. Yes. I don't hate that. I mean, it was, and this was a 7 opener. Like, what the heck, 7? I don't get it. Here we go. Here comes the kiss of death from T-Money. World Series backers, Rangers World Series backers. They're calling up for vacation plans. Should be Rangers in 6. Yeah, that's what the Phillies guy said. Phillies 4-1. Yeah. Michael B is in the house. Welcome. Hold on. I had a little sneeze. Good morning, Michael. Not a good night. Lost to Phillies, and the Warriors blew it late. Yes, they did. Phillies. Lane's in the house. NBA last night reminded me of why layoff betting for the most part. Denver gets it done. The Phoenix win was a little surprising for me there. I'm not going to lie. I like Golden State. The Denver one was tricky because it's raising a banner, but it's the hype on the Lakers. It's because it's the Lakers and the LeBron show. I thought Golden State would be all right there. But what are you going to do? I mean, how about you want to grab Booker futures for MVP or something? I listen, I like KD, but still not buying out his Suns long term. Ugh. T-Money. Sean, I have to say, Joker's the best player in the NBA. Giannis is too, but Joker's unreal. Made AD look AG the player. KD had good numbers, but he didn't impress. T-Money. If I had a hat on, I'd give you a tip of the cap. Finally admitting, Joker, because you're all on KD and AD and the Lakers and the Suns, everybody but Denver. Now Now you're a believer in the Earl crew, the Tim Earls and Joker. Yeah, dude's a beast, man. J-Rock, Kuzma over 18.5 points. Boston Knicks under 224. I could do the Knicks under, yes. Simmons over 13.5 rebounds and assists. Ben Simmons. I'll do the Kuzma with you. Simmons. Ben. Just call him Bust Simmons. What a bust. T-Money. Bradley Beal got called out by Shaq for load management. Lean the Kings on the money line going to Utah. And Ray just view over 1.5 at Celtics game. And Louis Apenda to score a goal. The Kings and the Jazz to me are two teams that kind of overachieved, right? I mean, we weren't expecting much out of them. I want to take now again. I lean the Jazz here because they're home, but this is game one. Is the the altitude and all that really gonna get on the team in game one? That's why we don't have to jump into a bunch of game ones in the NBA. J-Rock says UEFA champions. What is this? You can't just put this and not put a game up here. What do we got here, J-Rock? Michael B. Today, Pistons, yes. Jazz money line, Knicks, and plus the points on money line. Nets money line. Betting a bunch of short home dogs to pull the wins. I don't hate that. I don't hate all the little home dogs there. J-Rock says, here we go. That's what I'm talking. I need some names in the UEFA champions. What do we got here? Atletico, minus 105. Newcastle, minus 125. And Barcelona under 3.5, minus 120. All right. I'm going to go. I've rolled you and J-Rock, not you, J-Rock, you and Ray Soccer. I think I've gone 3-1 in those soccer plays I put in. Again, I just put $50 on because it's not that I'm questioning your skills. It's just that I'm betting my money on things I don't know, and I don't want to run and put a bunch of stuff I don't know. UEFA champions. Here we go. Let's see what these are for me here. So we got Atletico. There's Newcastle. What do we got in Newcastle? Money line minus 135. My Newcastle line is a 170 here. Holy cow. I don't like that. Not loving that number. Not loving that. Who else we got? Newcastle. Atletico. Is that Club Atletico Madrid? No, that's a 120. I could do that one. And who was this last one that I can't read my own writing? I just wrote it down. Barcelona under 3.5. All right. I'm gonna lay the 170. How is they lay 170 and a take back on the other team is 429? I do not understand this kind of thing. Look at these numbers. How are everything pluses? Manchester 549 plus 11 hundos. Whatever. All right. Here we go. Soccer. Taking all these. Look at these favorites. All right, J-Rock. I'm in for these things here. Michael B. I forgot my only winner for yesterday was Chris Paul over. Yes, he hit the third quarter. It ended up with like 15-9-6. That was a good spot, I thought. That's something I probably should have threw a little something on. Pounded Sports coming in. Welcome in, Anthony. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Banana Markel's in the house. Welcome. Eric says, Higgs, NBA stinks. I have no clue why folks mess with this joke league. Game 1. Day 1. 2 games. And Eric's already kicking the back end. Brutus. Knives all over the place with the NBA logo. Game 1. Day 1. Day 1, 2 games. Cash by 901 Diamondback tickets. There you go, Arizona. I'm annoyed at myself for not having anything like this on Arizona or Texas. 2 teams I was high on back in March. I mean, win tickets one thing. I wish I would have, but I couldn't have. Even at the trade deadline, I'm like, Arizona, you can't win with 2 pitchers. And yet here comes B Fatty. He's a top prospect pitcher like one right now. J-Rock, Fox Signatures probably had a stroke with Diamondbacks one, right? Rangers D-backs, that should bring in viewers. Listen, so you're going to get what? A bunch of Philly fans watching? Maybe people are going to watch because it's, 2 newer teams. It's a good start. I mean, the Rangers won 99 games this year. The fact that the Rangers are there, I mean, they lose their starting pitchers, and everybody's hurt on their staff. Diamondbacks are the shocker. Rangers aren't really that much of a shock, at least not to me. I thought D-backs need another pitcher. Pandit, wasn't Booker ruled out? He played. Yeah, he was supposed to not play. That's why, ridiculous. Eric, why are the Seahawks only 3 versus Cleveland having their 3rd string QB in? Yeah, it's a little bit of a fishy line there, Eric. I don't hate it, though. It's the Cleveland defense before last week was pretty darn good. Seattle is kind of a Jekyll and Hyde type team. And again, the fact that they scored a bunch of points and Seattle a week before that couldn't do anything against Cincinnati. I don't know. I mean, I like Seattle. I'm not going to lie. Shout out. Mitchell Robinson over 7 points. Ivica Zubik over 19.5 points and assists from shout out. He's pretty good with his player props, folks. At least he was yesterday. Pound it. Thoughts on Brasco minus. What is this? Someone else has got to answer that one. Here, nobody wants to watch World Series with this matchup. Still money to be made, people. Who doesn't want to? Who's saying that? Nobody wants to watch it. Who? The Philly, the team who just lost. The team who they just lost to. Yeah, probably those fans are annoyed. Astros fans. You think the Astros fans don't want the Rangers maybe win a World Series? Is Dusty leaving? Is that what I saw? Dusty is out. He's leaving this year. He's gone. Is that true? Dusty leaving the Astros. LaMelo under 3.5 threes. Clint Capella under 10.5 rebounds. Clint Capella. LaMelo Ball still play? But I'm big on Val, double-double Pellies, and Trae Young, double-double. Here come all of the NBA. Here, let me just pull Manuel Markel out of the chat for a second here. Pistons and Pelicans for me tonight. Sam Houston in college football. And I think about this. I was thinking about this over the weekend. And even when my son was driving yesterday, I was in deep thought. Like, all right, people like the NBA. I don't love the NBA. Maybe we get more views if I put up more NBA kind of stuff and do some kind of prop video on every day for a couple games and just put up as a free pick on winner free picks. I even put him in the chat here. Finding I'm sure there's props in every single game. I can find a guy on every team that would hit a prop every day. But where are we at then? We have 45 props? And again, that is not a knock on people who bet props. Because a month from now, college basketball Saturday, I'm going to have 24 college basketball games posted. And somebody like, who the heck bets 24 college basketball games? Well, I do. That's like me saying, who bets 22 NBA props or NFL props on a day? I do have to start looking more into prop stuff just for people. I mean, I try to throw out some NBA because I know people love NBA. It's not my strongest sport. I don't lie. What about the T-Wolves today? I like the T-Wolves today. Don playing ish yet. Good to see you, Don. I do like Minnesota. I was high in Minnesota last year. They did not do anything for me, but hurt me internally. I'll take the Wolves here. Pick them. Shout out says Victor over 24.5 points, rebounds, again, I'm going Wembanyama's unders. Right? Everybody's want to bet this kid over every game. I want to say unders. Although it's against the Mavericks too, so they're garbage. Marcus Smart under 7 assists. Yes, I think that team's bad. Marcus Smart, come on. Jaden Ivey under 4.5 assists. A lot of these, people, if you're going to put a player props, most guys I probably won't have opinions on, other than like a star guy of like LeBron or somebody's the big star rookie, Sean Bradley Jr. I'm just going to go on what I think about the team because I don't do. There's way too many for me to just jump into everybody's player props. So don't think I'm just going over everybody's player props fast. I can't look at every player prop. Michael B. New York best play. Celtics. 4 of the top 5 players are gone. Knicks return top 7 players. New York 4-1 straight up versus Boston last 5 in MSG. Celtics looking ahead to Miami on Friday night. ESPN games fade to heavy public. I would have liked to grab the Knicks here. I said that, right? It's like shiny new toys. You bring in a bunch of guys. Celtics, although the Suns end up with a win, even though their guy didn't play, right? Beal was out. And again, my spot here is Knicks playing tough for whatever reason. You got some changeover, and I'm all for. You got Miami on deck. Is it a look ahead spot? I don't know if it's really look ahead. Taking the Pistons against Miami, yes. This spot, I don't know, because as you mentioned, the Knicks have beaten the Celtics. So it's not like they're coming in here and be like, oh, it's a cakewalk here. We could overlook this team. No, they beat you. They have beaten you. Pat says Champions League, Porto money line is a best bet. Let's go back to Champions League. We were talking about this on the phone with this stuff here. Porto. My line is a 105. I'll still take it. I will take it because my soccer is I'm laying a 60, an 85, and a 62. So we'll see how we do. Team money, I took a stab on Young Boys money line plus 1,400 in Champions League. Manchester City 2-3 to the last 5. I'll take it every day of the week. Yeah, that was a monster line in that game. I saw that. I'm like, what the heck is that? Manchester's like laying 11 hundo. How are they that big a fave if they've struggled? Like that to me. I mean, I got a 1386 with Young Boys. So I have, man. So how about if you like Young Boys? Boy, I mean, they're called Young Boys. Oh, man. He was crazy. All right. So if you want to take BCS Young Boys SUI, would you want to take plus 2 goals with them? Because you think they're going to score? Or even, however the case would be. If Manchester's 2-3, are they losing 1-0? Are they 2-1 games? Or is taking 2 goals worth a shot here? Lock it in with the Kings in the house. Welcome, fella. Eric says, I do not bet at all. Not the least bit excited about NBA. You know me. I'm not loving NBA. Patton says, Rangers D-backs is good for baseball. New blood. Listen, this Ranger team, Scherzer's banged up. DeGrom out for the year. Where's John Gray? John Gray pitched. Martin Perez. Like, where's their staff? Yeah, I got Evaldi. Looks good. Dunning. Like Dane Dunning. I mean, there's no. Who were some of their pitchers back in the day? I know Charlie Huff is there forever. They have Kevin Brown, Kenny Rogers. Where's Stoudemire? No, Stoudemire. Was he on them or was he on to Blue Jays? King D says, just one play for us last night, cash. Maple Leafs are regulation 7-2 NHL. Good for you on the ice. Take that ice money. Dusty's retiring. There we go. There you go, boy. Good. Listen, you want to go out on top. If he would have lost in the World Series or won the World Series, I wonder why he's leaving. I mean, he's not some young buck anyway. He's an older cat. He's got the wins. Good for him. How about that job? How about what's his name who just got hired from the Giants? He's got to be thinking, what the hell? I could have been on the Stros. Money line kill. What's the line for the double doubles? Might there be the NBA tonight a little bit? King D might jump into that. J Rock says, if you like the young boys, I wouldn't lay 14. I would lay 6 of them to score over 1.5 because if they somehow beat Man U, they're going to have to score at least twice. Right? I mean, I could see their goals are +2. I have no idea. Again, I mean, they're called young boys. What the heck's up with that? T-Money. You're right, Sean. It is a ton of NBA. Yeah, NBA. And I can't. I mean, every game has a bunch, and I'm not going through every NBA game. I mean, I look at the NBA games, and I just kind of like something. I don't like something. I don't really dig into. I mean, maybe this year will be different because there's no load management and whatever the case may be. But maybe a guy's just going to sit out for a week. Says he's got a tweaked leg. Oh, we got 3 games this week. I'm resting this week. Player props. Again, I do not know enough to dig into all these in game opening night for guys. That's I'm like an under. I'm an under guy. Like everybody's going to go over their props in game 1. Like what are these scores going to be? 187 to like 155? I mean, how's the NCAA all up in arms about Michigan with the sign stealing stuff? The same organization allow other forms of cheating all across the nation. Yeah. I thought this is from Eric. I thought this was Tate the Great coming in defending Michigan. Honestly, I can't do props. I'm so busy breaking down game enough time. No respect to. I agree. I say this all the time, like NFL. It's like, oh, I'm going to do a player prop this, or I'm going to do a first half or team totals. And I get it. You're safe. Baseball, right? First 5s. Don't worry about the bullpen. And I'm kind of not set, but just on the sites, I have to do sides and totals. That's just the way it is. But also from the standpoint of if you're just betting, if you're a side kind of better, how do you come and say, I'm going to take guys on the Blue Jays or the Raptors or the Maple Leafs on player props and they're playing whoever they're playing and you're you're cheering for one thing but want another. I think if you're a prop guy, like I said, I know guys who are strictly prop guys in NFL, love their props. Sides are like, you like sides? You're hitting what on side? Good for you. They're props and we're running the unders. I can't. I shouldn't say I can't. I could open up an account easy and just put 10, 15 bucks on 70 props a night and see how I do. Just all unders. All unders. I would do all unders. Eric says the plus money INT over props or 20 units on the season thus far. I do something. Oh, for quarterbacks to throw interceptions. Quarterback play is terrible. That's why I'm rolling with total. That's why I'm 21-8 in NFL totals. 70-something%. Barca backers, be careful. Most of their stars are not playing, but their stars are not playing. So under in Porto. So under 2.5. All right, I just hedged my Porto with the under 2.5 goals there. T-Money. Again, just $50. I do not know soccer. What's your take on LeBron trying to become a role player now? I couldn't stand watching it. Literally let D'Lo have the ball and throw bricks all night. I'm honestly shocked. Well, LeBron is. I don't want to say the guy's terrible, but he's. Eventually, age is gonna catch up with you. Look at how good you are. What's he? 38, 39 years old? How old is he? And like in dog years, because the guy's been playing in NBA finals for half his career, he's got another 5 years on his legs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, come on. They ain't easy. T-Money. Porto game could be a draw. Couldn't get there, but I like it. They are the better team. Could be a draw. Here we go. Michael's out of here. Take it easy, Michael. Have a good day. Game 1 is not a look at spot that will shut you up tomorrow, but here we go. Man, Bill is throwing haymakers at Mike for the Celtics. Bill is high on the Celtics. And again, I don't think it's a look at spot for when it comes to a game one, but a spot against a team that's beaten them. You know, the Knicks have beaten them for the last 5. So they should have the Celtics full attention. Now on the flip side of that, they're playing Miami, it's the Heat. We're supposed to be good. They're playing the Pistons. They're 10-point faves. That's a game where I want to take the Pistons. I'm not running the bet. Hey, Celtics should be dominated. They could be. I'm all for guys learning and trying to ease through and get to know each other before they start getting really well. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Keep something about to how about some Madden. Every girl playing another for us tonight in the NBA. I'll see you. Play some Madden. There we go. Playing some Madden. Buddy. Seriously, I mean, it's. I don't even want to say it because someone could just cut that and be like, "Oh, you like the." Shout out! I do like LaMelo under 23.5 points. Just hesitate on it. Don't hesitate. If you're going to hesitate, don't bet it. If you're tossed up on it, it should be. I like this game, and you just bet it. Bet it. Forget it. Man City is playing with. Here we go. Here we go. They're playing. Manchester is playing the Young Boys at the Wankdorf. That's not a joke. That is the name. Their stadium is called the Wankdorf. I guess. Dusty's just playing retirement 74. He got his ring. He's happy. Yeah. I mean, it would have been a good. If they would have won, it would have been nice. I'm retiring after a World Series win or loss. But hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully it's nothing more serious than, you know what, I'm 74. I'm just hanging up. I'm tired. It's a long season. I want to be with my family. Hopefully it's nothing health underlying issue there. That being said, I think the Astros, and I said this, they didn't play good all year. Where was their big run? Same with the Blue Jays, right? As good as these teams were, no run. Then we saw teams go on runs, big win streaks, 20-5 runs. Nothing from the Astros here. Astros needed pitching. They got one guy. He's a 40-year-old pitcher. That's not what you needed. That bullpen was taxed in August. The pitching staff was taxed before that. You got a bunch of 5-inning guys. France, my guy Hunter Brown, young. They got nothing left in the tank. They're not used to pitching that far. Next year might be a little better. Get everybody back. McCullers back. Healthy guys. You got Verlander. I'm definitely go to a 6-man. If you're going to go like 5-inning guys, you need a 6-man rotation. Maybe a 7-man rotation. I don't know. This is the way the league's going with 5-inning cats. Detroit Lenny's in the house. Hit the like button. Yes, Detroit Lenny. I'll see you shortly. I got Detroit Lenny bet win repeat after this. He's probably coming in here to make sure I go to the show today. Don says, betting Young Boys versus Man City is like betting the Bears against the Chiefs. Pick your poison. +2 is like +10. Well, I get the Bears versus Kansas City. Is that a fair analogy there? Because Kansas City put up 40 points against the Bears, and they put up 20 against everybody else. But the Bears somehow find ways to win games like they did last week now, don't they? Don't they now, Anthony? We got some NBA. Pistons, yes. Bulls, yes. Knicks. 2-1. Here we go. I agree. I wish I threw the Bulls in the chat as well. I wish I grabbed the Bulls here because everybody's going to be on OKC. And again, you've watched the show enough, people. You know, I think everybody's going to be on, oh, look at it. It's the Lions here. It's the Jaguars. It's the Suns. It's the Thunder. Who else is the trendy pick here? It's going to be. Those kind of things I'm going to be against most of the time, especially early. T-Money says, Pat, no way you've watched the Young Boys the last 3-4 years. Now, Sean, I hate saying Young Boys. You should. I mean, come on, people will come in here and be like, oh, you wrote here. I can't even say it. It's like, I like the Young Boys. I like the Young Boys. Who thought that was a good team name? Who thought that was a good team name? And you played the Wank? Freaking England, bro. You wonder why? We wonder why we threw your butts out of here? To go pound salt with your crappy fish and chips. All right. Pistons +9. Pelicans -110 on the money line. College football, Sam. Houston -3.5. Tomorrow night, the Bills. I'll lay a big number with the Bills. And that is that. Good luck in your NBA today. This is opening night, folks. You don't got to bet every freaking game on the board. You don't got to jump into 90 player props. Get a pizza, get some wings, just sit down, scratch yourself, just enjoy the game. Don't get carried away here in game 1 on a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. Good luck.